Hello everyone, this is Karst, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. So, last episode we ran into a bunch of delinquents in intent. We're now on the western side of the map. We found the church and the fisherman shacks. And I was about to bag the dead body before going to bed for the night, but I'm kind of figuring... I want to figure out what was going on with Egghead over here. I never actually finished the conversation chain with him, and I figured I might as well take some time to do it. I also really enjoy the music. It's just... It's something that I didn't mention enough, I think, in previous episodes, but the music in this game is really something special. That's all I can say. Like, I find myself listening to the soundtrack every now and then, just because it's just that good. Alright, Egghead.
We're close. True, hard, full, car.
Say nothing.
Hard car.
Still say
Hard
nothing.
car is a mega.
I'm gonna say nothing.
Internally coherent.
Should I go for the first new option? I was wondering if you knew who killed the mercenary hanging behind the Whirling-in-Rags hostel. There's no way he's gonna know.
Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeko Kata, the place to be.
You said that before. Why is this Yakokata the place to be? What does that mean?
Kata is a hardcore place.
Okay.
Yekokata is an abbreviation from the Gradian term, Zone of Ecological Catastrophe, an agricultural megaproject in the extreme southeast of the Gradian Isola. It involved cutting-edge approaches to irrigation and a completely new type of fertilizer. An intricate system of irrigation networks pockmarking the earth, intermittent seas of phosphorus mud, ripped tarpaulin fluttering in the wind. A pair of molten rubber boots also comes to mind. All in all, a truly hardcore place.
Okay. That just ended the conversation.
True, hard, full, car.
Nothing.
Hard car.
Nothing.
Hard car is a mega.
Nothing.
Internally coherent.
Do you know who killed the mercenary?
Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeko Kata, the place to be.
I'm beginning to think that this really doesn't have anything to do with the case.
It's the message, so listen and you will see. No illusion, the spirit is what you feel.
Good to know. Alright. That's not the quest chain.
We're close. True, hard, full, car.
Nothing.
Hard car.
Is it? I mean, really?
Yeah!
This young man adds a capital G before the H in his yeags and args. This produces a guttural Gotvaldian accent and makes him sound more animal, more in it. Or maybe it's not Gotvaldian. Maybe it's Oranese. Probably an homage to Oranje, where Arno van Eyck is from, judging by his name. Could you be listening to an Arno van Eyck creation right now?
I don't know who Arno van Eyck is. I'm just gonna go with yeah.
The Y to the E to the A 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 to the G to the H to the exclamation mark.
He actually spells it out to you, nice.
Yeah!
He missed one A.
Ooh. You missed an A there. I yelled mine was 6 A's, so you have to yell it with 6 too.
I'm the hard rhymer, the track attacker, the mic enforcer, the sixth checker. I am the law.
Alright.
We're close. True, hard, full, car.
Nothing?
Hard car.
Is it really?
Yeah.
This young, or maybe it's not Gotvaldian. Maybe it's
So this is a famous Van Eyck I'm hearing?
You know about him?
Oh. He actually said something. He moves his mouth, but sound doesn't come out. His eyes are the size of saucers. Looks like you've rendered him speechless.
You know Van Eyck?
Okay. Yeah, I'm a major Egghead.
Wow.
The skinny wraith looks at you with some disbelief.
So am I. So am I.
He begins to shake his head so everyone would understand.
Oh, is that why they call you Egghead? Because...
Andre almost falls over backward from the realization.
Egghead to the mega. The K became the G. The boy became the man.
Egghead.
The advent?
Okay, but that still doesn't... Where is this? There's a quest here. That still doesn't solve the egghead problem. So maybe I should have checked something else.
True. Hardcore.
Is it
This
really?
young, or maybe
You know Van Eyck?
Your friend Asel mentioned him.
Good.
The Advent.
Okay, let's try that again.
True. Hardcore. Hardcore to here comes
Oh crap.
Vicla. True. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. All core. All right. Yeah.
I got too far again. Please tell me, what exactly are you doing?
Gotta get the people going.
Why?
I'm the party boy. It's my job.
Well, what's a party boy?
Hardcore party 25/7 beyond the winter's orbit style.
Okay.
there is a place far away in Cutler, beyond a certain latitude, known as Winter's Orbit, where there are 25 hours in a day. It is a tremendously cold place, abandoned to drunks and failed rock stars, full of eternite, depression, and half-finished ski-flying hills. The Suru live there.
All right.
True.
Nothing. Is it really?
This young, or maybe it's
Famous Van
You know
Eyck?
Van Eyck?
Major egghead.
the skinny.
Solid. Egghead. The Advent. Vicla. True. Hardcore. Yeah.
This young, or maybe it's not.
You know Van Eyck?
No, it was just a turn of phrase.
Oh, well, it really is him. It's an honest-to-God Van Eyck beat. Well, actually, a reworking of a Peppy, Popic and Arsos track. But let's not get too deep into that whole mess.
The Advent.
All right.
Vicla. True.
What?
Full car.
What other parts of this dialogue tree have I not explored yet?
Hardcore. Internally coherent.
No.
All car. All right.
He furrows.
No.
Hardcore. Ah.
Okay, no, but seriously, I'm a little worried it isn't.
The question is, what is the question?
Just answer the question.
But there was no question.
Okay. He's playing
Vicla.
weird on
True.
purpose, right?
Hardcore. Internally coherent. All car. All right.
He furrows his.
Is
So
it, though?
hardcore. I was just thinking that a moment ago.
One mind,
Nope.
one spirit. There's no other world. There's no other life. Vicla. True. Hardcore. Internally coherent. All car. All right. Yeah.
He
Nope.
furrows.
Hardcore. Ah.
Is
Nope.
it though?
It is.
What is it? I mean, really?
Good. The question is, what is the question?
No, but seriously.
Nice.
I'm a bit worried it isn't.
Oh. That's literally what I said to him before, but apparently it was supposed to be the other way around? Huh. He frowns and then starts bobbing his head back and forth once more.
Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
You said you were worried. What do you think is wrong with the music?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore.
He turns pensive all of a sudden.
Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last month, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51. Isn't something holding it back from being hyper?
He thinks for a moment, then his expression clears.
It's like it's only ultra.
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
If anything, it sounds a bit proto, like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop, but you are pretty certain a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore.
How much is the fish? That's so random. I'm gonna say it's proto, not hardcore at all.
Wow! Culture Cop! I think you might be right. But how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be?
Sounds suspiciously like a question. I thought the question was, what is the question?
No! This is the answer!
Okay, let's try to think if anything could make it harder core.
What? Guys, there's something happening in his head?
He looks at you with customary amazement. Think even harder.
Oh yeah! He's doing it!
But you're not. This is almost certainly a matter that surpasses the limits of reason.
Oh, I need conceptualization or something. I'm not creative enough for it. My imagination fails me.
I know! So does mine!
Wait, I just remembered something. I'm the police.
Uh-huh.
The young man is bursting with anticipation. Nothing. Me being the police isn't actually going to help us.
Oh.
I can't help you with this right now. I need something else. Something extra.
Yeah!
Wait, what the? I'm an expert on anodic music, apparently? Okay, sure. He's not even the slightest bit disappointed. Are you a thought reader?
No nation, but transnation! No war, but class war!
So you're not a thought reader, you're a communist?
He's not a communist. It's just something he likes to yell. He picked it up from a tape jockey at the Elysium. She was a communist, though.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah! With the rebel yell!
Does that mean you're a thought reader?
Don't be a lunatic.
Oh, of course he's not.
Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things. Odds are, sooner or later one of them will come off as fault reading.
Yeah! Revolution imperative!
Unless you were thinking Revolution imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with eggs yelling. I know what you mean.
Okay, there's no point lying about it, so yeah, you're right, I wasn't thinking that.
Hardcore superstar!
This could boost my morale, but I'm about to go to bed anyway. Best not be communist. Having extreme views on issues is detrimental to understanding all sides.
Oh sure, I can do that. If you want that, I can avoid taking a stand.
He nods.
Please don't turn him into a moralist.
Fair enough.
I don't even know what to say to that.
You should consider your own choice carefully and rationally.
Aye!
He yells. You guess Egghead is a moralist now. Fair enough. Tell me something else, Egghead.
It's time to compromise!
He looks at you with an almost impossibly wide, shining grin, looking to see if you approve. Almost there. Could use just a bit more something.
Incremental change!
Appropriate.
I'm swiftly moving toward a solution which pleases nobody.
Well done. Thank you. Thank you. Those are actually some pretty funny lines. Okay. Is your real name Jermaine?
Dark hardcore! Jermaine Egghead!
Cool.
Basically, yes it is.
Why are there lungs on your belt buckle? Oh, I didn't realize. Okay.
Lungs are for love!
L'amour, la compassion, l'autodiscipline. I don't know how to say it. Sure, I'm gonna say the French stuff.
Love! In a woman's lungs. Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid. This strange, damaged feeling grows on and on. Cause I've never loved someone like you before.
He suddenly yells and the world seems to stop. Okay, so 58% chance, but this is a white check. Maybe your body can tell you what Arno van Eyck's jam is missing, to make it harder core. Go!
No,
Ugh.
that would be silly. Your body isn't for thinking. It's for robust, wholesome things. Things like discus, javelin, and 400-meter hurdles. Discus.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a point into physical instrument,
Alright! Here comes the night!
and maybe put on something that might give me more physical instrument as well, if there's anything I have here for it. I actually already have +1 physical instrument. I don't think I have any clothes here that will give me that. Oh, I can just put on the cuirass? Interesting, okay. But no, this is pretty much as good as it gets for me. Alright, let's put that point in. Where are you? Do it. Thank you. Any other thoughts I can internalize? White morning? Alright.
The large-headed.
Incremental progress! Yeah!
72%. Go!
You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate. In your heart that's alone, and in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every chordate animal.
Needs more bass.
What?
The young man makes a sudden move, like he's about to turn the volume down, but that would be ridiculous. And a melody. A good melody is what makes the song really stick, so that you can't get it out of your head anymore. Point out your head. Truth be told, this song going on in the background has been stuck in my head for days already anyway. But sure, make it even better, please.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I don't know, I was thinking you would know.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about Nordic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
Fair.
He feels ashamed.
You're the hype man.
Can't be of more service to the future of dance music.
Okay, I'll look into it. Okay, I don't know about... Oh, actually, Kim's not standing in the tent with me, so he's not going to disapprove of this. Okay, I'm going to say this. Alright, I'll see if I can come up with something on my own. A citizen investigation. No, let's make it official. I'll look into it in an official capacity. It's up to the police to make the beats go harder.
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's jam.
Yeah, maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
Sure, the guy sitting in front of, the guy whose name I don't remember, the guy who's selling speakers.
Anyway, that's all yours to figure out, Copman.
Thank you.
Copman!
Hey, I have a tape with me. Maybe you can use it to improve Van Eyck's jam.
Tape! Yeah! Spins the tape until the space escape! Yeah!
I'm not gonna give him those right now.
Normal! Stable! Normal! Stable!
Just because I don't remember which one is actually the quest important one, because I know I have to listen to a tape. I have to listen to a tape for the Hardy Boys, right? This postcard, Coal City 08, depicts a forest of smokestacks releasing fat plumes of smoke into a blue cloudless sky. The tinge of age, the color of old teeth, gives it a sickly look. Written on the back is a single sentence repeated twice. I got out. I got out. No addressee. Alright. Where's the other tape? Is it this one? Nope. Door Gunner Mega Mix. Okay, yeah, this is the one I need to listen to. Yeah. So definitely don't give him Door Gunner Mega Mix. What's about the church in St. Saëns? I don't know if this is good to give them or not. I don't want to just give them random stuff, you know? Or maybe they'll say it's not good enough. Let me save and let's see.
The large-headed youth.
Incremental progress! Yeah!
Who do I give the
Hi
tape
again.
to?
So, as always... Huh?
Wait, who do I give the tape to?
The large-headed.
Incremental
Oh, here.
tape! Yeah!
What about...
Spins the tape until the space escape! Yeah!
What about the smallest church in St. Saëns?
Righteous!
He takes the tape and attaches it to the empty reel slot. Hand over ear, he listens, then shakes his head.
No!
Oh.
No, can't do! This is gonna make people sad! This isn't sadcore!
He hands the tape back to you. Okay. Now I'm curious to know about the Mega Mix, but let's just hear what he says. If he actually takes it, I'm gonna load, because obviously I need to listen to it for the investigation. I just want to see.
Alright!
He snatches the tape from your hand and attaches it to the empty reel slot. One hand on his headphones, he listens into the radio. Or sorry, to the audio. Then, shaking his head, he says...
No! No, no! This
Okay.
is gonna make people scared! Keep it positive! Keep the love in the house!
He hands the tape back to you. Alright, never mind.
Normal! Stable!
Alright, bye. We'll be back. In that case, let us get back to the waterfront and back to where we actually planned to start this episode, more or less. Okay, we're back in the underground section of the cursed commercial area, the doomed commercial area. And I'm just gonna send Kim off with the body. It's 2 in the morning.
Are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
So it's 2 in the morning. I'm gonna tell Kim, hey, let's bag him, take him away, and I'm gonna work alone for the rest of the day. But I'm going to go to bed immediately after, so I'm going to spend 0 time without Kim, which is ideal in my book. Alright, let's bag him, Kim.
Alright.
He takes out a shiny black body bag and starts pulling the plastic over the dead man's face.
I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs.
Bag the corpse and drag it to the motor carriage. See you in the morning, bud. Alright. I could wait for him on a bench. I don't actually know if I can do that. Oh, what's this? Hello. Scribbled between the thighs of a page 3 girl. L'origine du disco. Alright, fair. While I'm here, I may as well pawn some stuff to him. You're still awake. You work late, buddy.
Officer, the flashlight, please.
I will never forget. Or sorry, I will never remember to take this off when I talk to him. Alright.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I'm actually looking for something that plays a tape for police business.
Yeah, we still have those boom boxes on the shelves.
Okay. So I guess I can just click on
The
it.
boomboxes wait on the shelves. And your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Waushi, stares at you longingly with its tape reel eyes.
Can I just play a tape on one of the boomboxes real quick?
Sorry, man. I can't be giving out freebies. Never have, won't now.
Fine. Can I get a discount on the boombox? A police discount.
A discount? I do have to keep the lights on, man. It's 12 real.
A man like that in a neighborhood like this, in a rickety house falling into the sea, there's fear in him. Use it to your advantage.
Well, I don't exactly want to use my authority to terrorize, the citizens either.
Careful. You can only do this once.
Ooh. Let's make it 8 real.
Actually, yes. Let's. 8 is an even better number than 12. Even more internal balance. Better integrity, too.
He observes the light on the wall. I feel like that was fine because I didn't intimidate him or anything. I just haggled. So, alright, thanks for the discount, man. Here's the money for the boombox.
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Sounds like a plan, bud. I don't think the other merchant is still... Oh, I still haven't sold him my stuff yet. Let's do that.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
The boombox I bought, it should play this tape, right?
Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick your tape and set it spinning. It all starts with the tape.
I have something else to sell.
Sure. Let me have a look.
I'm not selling these. I'm not selling the armor, and I'm not selling the photo of the corpse. Let me check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Yep, this one. I don't need it. Right. Don't need that either. Not quite sure about this right now. I'll hold on to it. And I will also hold on to this. Yep. That's all for now. Oops. That's
Another
all.
time, Pat.
Bye. If the merchant is there, I'll buy a tape off him. Is that new? Why is it yellow?
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
The rack of secondhand uniforms. Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hyundal burning.
I don't know why sniff the t-shirt is the very first option you've got, but let's do it.
Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there.
Gross.
Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
Okay.
Sniffing is okay. But please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
My what now? Fair enough.
You're not imagining it. Photon emissions? What is he talking about?
There's a rad Man from Helmdall t-shirt you've got here.
Hell yeah, man. I don't usually carry printed tees, but this one was just pure exemplar.
The shopkeep sounds enthusiastic. You must be a serious Man from Helmdall fan. We have a lot in common. I'm a big fan of the Man from Helmdall too. Well, he's enthusiastic about it, so I'm going to stay on his good side. Yeah, I'm a big fan, I promise.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that I'm a fan, but I do think the Helmdalaman saga is an integral part of our shared reality.
He grimaces.
Most people don't think that the man from Helmdall really existed, but they're wrong.
Wait, what did you mean? The Man from Helmdall was real?
I mean, even if the man from Helmdall didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
Say more?
It's simply a matter of recognizing that cause and effect work in both directions.
Alright, buddy. I'll go with what you're saying.
Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Helmdall, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try not to be mean to the nice old man. And I'm just gonna nod my head and say yes. I will nod my head and just agree with whatever he's saying.
His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity. Interesting.
Well, we know he's on drugs, so it's not that interesting.
Very, very unique energies indeed. Geomagnetic ley lines, one might even say.
Sure. How much are you selling the t-shirt for?
2 real.
That's very cheap for a printed t-shirt that's still in pretty good shape.
That's unusually cheap, isn't it?
It should belong to anyone who is ready to wear it.
Couldn't you just give it to me for free then?
But why?
The man from Helmdall is a superstar. I'm a superstar. It'd be perfect.
I suppose that makes sense.
Oh, nice.
Please go ahead and take it. Welcome to Helmdall.
He thinks about it. Thank you. I wonder if it actually is good. Let's see. Clothing, please. Where is it? Oh, it looks great. I like the shirt. It's more of a casual outfit, but I'm too old for the shirt. -2 authority from it. Oof. Physical instrument +1. And shivers. It's just the authority loss that I don't like. Yeah, because I'm only at level 3 authority. So putting that on is going to really screw me over on that. Pain threshold and volition. But I think this would replace my jacket, right? It doesn't. It replaces the shirt. -1 empathy, though. But I'm sitting on pretty high empathy as it is. Yeah, I'm sitting on a pretty high empathy. Tempting. It's all tempting. Drama, electrotherapy, electrochemistry. I'm just gonna roll with what I've got for now still. I still look pretty gross, truth be told. Honestly, I'm gonna take this off. I would prefer to have my perception. Okay. Off to bed, I guess. No, wait. Let's see if what's-his-name is over here. I'm noticing that time hasn't changed at all. Since I've reached 2 o'clock. It's been stuck at 2 p.m. What is this and why can I select it? Also, what's that? Why can I select that? How do I get over there? Okay, cool. Let me take a peek at... Why am I talking to a tree?
The hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane. Bronze-colored ribbons of magnetic tape are caught in its branches, fluttering in the breeze.
Good, Hawthorne. Pat the tree.
Patting the tree reveals a small sticker which has almost been worn to oblivion. It reads, RCM Emergencies Desk, number 8102. Underneath a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
Okay.
You tree-hugging pansy.
Please. Okay, I don't know what the purpose of that was all about.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Ghislain. A wintry breeze blows by, making the magnetic...
I can apparently try to disentangle the tape, but I want to do that with Kim in the area, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. What's this? Footfall within, not human. Only a dog and no more. Okay. I'll come back to this tomorrow when Kim comes. Let's go back to bed. Back to our little free apartment. Whenever it lets me quick travel. I guess I might have to run back to the Whirling for it. It seems like you can only fast travel from very specific areas, is what I'm noticing. So I can fast travel from here. Alright, good night everyone. Wait, not quite. There's something else here. The door is closed for today. Time to put the kids to sleep. Makes sense. I guess the drunks are gone too, or are they actually out here? No, even the drunks are gone. They don't sleep here. Okay. Fair enough. Maybe they're not homeless.
It's getting late, and it's snowing. Time to call it a day.
Let's call it a day and enter the shack. Time to get copyright struck by the music.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
Go to sleep.
Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
Alright. What nightmares are we gonna run into now?
Baby.
Yep, here they are.
A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
Okay.
Recorded in you. Forever. On Faraday.
Spinning. Tell me, am I dreaming?
No, you're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great unceasing disco of the mind. The flash. The bang. The endless learning experience.
Spinning in eternity.
On and on it goes. For untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance.
Uh-oh.
Rising. Above the dark curvature. The great wingspan of sleep. Studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time. The last time. The smoke in her mouth. The plotted flowers. The faces turning, changing.
What is it?
It's the world, Harry boy. And you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now.
That doesn't sound so bad.
You can never forget this shit.
The rain, the snow. I don't want to. It's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards.
Rude, I'm selling those.
Meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
That's right. I am an agent of the world.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
I don't know. You tell me.
For the working class.
Oh, okay.
For the money, baby. For the greater good.
Solving your little crossword puzzles, doing your tasks, crossing names off lists, trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
I'm building communism for all. This time we won't fail. Pursue thoughts. Okay. I'm just looking out for my economic self-interest. No. We're making progress. Measured, steady progress. This is the moralist of answer. I will stick with it.
There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
Is that how it works? I thought it says he still doesn't see that it's the world that's changing him. Yeah. What's written is very different to what was said just now. What's written is, oh, the world is changing me. Whereas what was actually voiced was the world is changing around me, perhaps because of me, right? Huh. I'm not sure what they intended from that.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Why?
'Cause only love can break your heart.
The limbic system is always so weird about things. Feel the pillow under my cheek.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
That's not great. I could use a lot of coffee. At least to perk me up.
Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time.
That's the plan. Thank you, Logic. Open my eyes. We're here. What's this?
Good. You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you for a few days now.
What is it?
It's a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here.
Care to elaborate?
An earth-shattering deduction from your psyche. What will those guys come up with next? Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, things only seem to be getting worse.
Wait, I thought things were going pretty well. No. Let's get right to it. What needs to be done?
You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité.
And what exactly is la responsabilité?
The most awesome, terrible thing.
Okay.
It is human nature to crave la responsabilité and to deny it. That's why it must be distributed across many different organizations, agencies, offices, and portfolios.
I thought I was assigning responsibility for the murder.
Harry, you're thinking about this too narrowly.
Wait, you want me to look at the big picture and blame society or something?
La responsabilité isn't concerned with trivial questions like who killed who. It's about the real issues.
It's the dialogue we had from the Sunday Friend.
The price of staple goods, the transition to real democracy.
Alright, give it to me. I'll accept responsibility.
Whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can't simply seize la responsabilité for yourself. It must be given by a legitimate authority.
And who would that be? My own brain? Because I could always just stick my thumb up my ass, right?
Like a committee.
And who should sit on this committee?
Only the most even-keeled minds in Martinez.
Okay.
Your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start. Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Revachol. And, if necessary, you'll have the wisdom and expertise to assign it among yourselves.
And what happens once we've assigned responsibility?
Most likely, Your findings will be collected in a report, which will be carefully reviewed by your superiors.
Okay.
Once they've reviewed it, those same superiors will produce a set of recommendations to be taken up at the next meeting of the Standing Committee.
Okay.
Rest assured, no matter what happens, it will be done through the proper channels.
I am prepared to take on this awesome burden. Accept the task.
Good luck. Your report is eagerly anticipated.
Sure, I thought this was going to be another thought, actually. I didn't realize it was going to be an actual task. Alright, sure, whatever. How am I supposed to do this? So, take on la responsabilité. Things down here are a mess. Someone really ought to do something about it. First, though, you and some other moralists should probably form a committee to decide whose job it is. Form a committee of moralists to assign responsibility. Kim might know where to start? Alright. I'm sure he's going to be so happy about this. I still need to inspect the traps, find the murder weapon. I have not washed off the death smell. Can I wash it off anywhere? There's no shower, which is quite unfortunate. I thought there would be a shower here, so I still smell like death, I guess. But I don't intend to sleep in the, I don't really intend to sleep in the, what's it called? The whirling again. Because it's going to take away 20 bucks. So we'll deal with it when we get there. Hey, Kim.
Yes?
Kim, we need to talk about responsibility.
I'm glad to hear it, Detective. I was wondering when we'd get to this very subject.
What do you mean?
If you ask me, it's high time for you to set aside these frivolous side tasks and focus 100% of your energies on the case before us.
Never. No, I meant like la responsabilité, you know, the kind that gets assigned.
Why are you pronouncing it like that gentleman from the Institute of Price Stabilité? You know what? Forget it. What specifically are you trying to assign responsibility for?
Spread your arms wide for this whole situation.
Now I understand.
The lieutenant nods his head gravely. Oh, he's so disappointed.
Next, I suppose you're going to tell me you need to form a committee to assign this responsibility.
How did you know?
Simple. Because moral intern types love to form committees.
Okay. He's not thrilled. I know he's not a big moral intern guy.
In any event, I am just a humble law official. I may work under the moral intern's umbrella, but I'm certainly not qualified to serve on any committee. You know who might be, though? That Mr. Villedroit, the gentleman you met in the young man's apartment.
I thought he wasn't going to come back to Martinez. Is he around? Or do I have to, like, phone him or something?
If I were trying to get in touch with the coalition, I would start by seeking him out. But first, you might need to speak with his young companion.
Uh-huh.
Now, was there anything else?
Nope, that was it for now. Let's go back to the waterfront, and then deal with that tree. Yeah, kind of want him around for that stuff. And then we'll also listen to the tapes, so let's do that. Okay, we're now back in front of the Whirling-in-Rags. I'm noticing there's a couple of people who seem to be messing around with their cars, so I think I'm going to talk to them first. Hey, what are you doing?
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Says the young man with piss something written on his back. I like that it's like actually kind of crossed off on his back. That's
if
funny.
I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan, "Screw the world."
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could like hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors, cops' heads, scary tribal shit.
How about we don't?
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
He steps in.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
He turns to his companion. Who exactly are the Skulls? Is this some new, like, street gang that I haven't heard about? Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Okay.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you cop man, is we're not part of the Skulls yet.
Okay, but you can explain to me what the skulls are, right?
Okay then,
Yeah.
let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
And who are the skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
Of course I do. I'm just testing you boys.
The Skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
His voice rings with excitement.
Besmetime, or the Besmeti, the Immortals, are West River Sholian crime syndicates.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Of course.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
Non-verbal.
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
Okay.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around the brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
So the usual types of delinquents and street gang people. Okay, got it. Like the punk type.
I can't wait to become a Skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Do you know anything about the murder that took place here?
Murder?
A man was hanged in the backyard of the Whirling-in-Rags.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
They're just gonna give me random crap. Oh, and he was hanged.
Also, he was hanged.
I knew it. I knew they were gonna do something like that. Anything else?
He was hanged from a tree.
That's not helpful, but I didn't figure you would know anything about it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
Oh, don't get philosophical with me, boy.
Ah, this sounds like epistemology, a field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself.
I know that you don't know shit.
Exactly. How can one know shit? For example, how can one be sure that there truly is a body hanging behind a hostel?
Well, there isn't one anymore.
What if it's art? Or just a mere specter?
It's not. A man is dead and we need answers.
So what do you think we know?
Nothing. Do you know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
The young man's eyes glaze over, his voice filled with longing.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
The other guy lights up too. We just found out about Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
He adds, returning from whatever void he was just visiting. Actually, I can go and say hi to her. I still actually need to talk to the Pale driver as well, because she's been through the Pale. And I vaguely remember Joyce telling me to, or after talking to Joyce about the Pale, I vaguely remember like a prompt that said, hey, maybe you should talk to Pale driver about it. So I'm going to go do that.
Nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism.
Okay.
Odd. There isn't a hint of hate in them. It's like they're piss and fuck the world out of some kind of moral obligation.
They just think the gang is cool. They don't really believe in the ideals.
The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
I see you kids are into anodic dance music.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
He exclaims and stops himself, processing the rest of your question.
Be wary of the abyss.
His blonde friend adds ominously and points to his temple. Why?
Probably because of how non-verbal their mode of operation is going to be. It's a threat.
The lieutenant answers for the two rebels. A threat? Good, I like those.
But I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much I'm willing to drag you boys back to the station just to calm myself down.
That's a good way to de-escalate, Kim. Thank you for that.
Hey, there's no need for that. We're just talking here. Joking too. Stay light, man.
He raises his open palms.
Yeah. Didn't you cops, have some questions about skulls or some shit?
Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez?
The Union does their share.
That's kind of what I
Elysium and
figured.
Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
The lieutenant replies instead, yeah, we kind of knew the Union were the de facto police around here, so it makes sense that they would control the street gangs.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Of course.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we are.
The young men exchange approving nods. If you two are not careful, you two will be dead in ditches within the week. Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you a part of the Skulls or not? Clearly they aren't. They just want to be.
We're not franchise Skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
And what makes you think that the organization would accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
Right.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
The other one quickly adds and whispers something to his friend.
We'll fuck the system from the inside later. Just be cool now. The damage will be tenfold.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
The blonde agrees and provocatively spits on the pavement. Enough about the scullery, then. He throws a longing glance at the Kanema. What's with the jackets?
What about them?
Turn to the blonde youth. Why does your jacket have piss something written on it?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss.
Alright, good to know, buddy. I didn't ask you for your fetishes, but alright.
The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences.
Uh-huh. Seems legit. All of that from that one word on your back, huh?
Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
What?
What I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
Okay.
It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow.
Let's turn to the dark-haired youth. Why do you have "Screw the World" written on your jacket?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
Okay.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though,
Blow it up?
you get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone.
Seems legit, alright.
Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
Alright, buddy.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point.
Okay.
Is it a coincidence that here we have two badass jackets and two badass cops?
I'm sure Kim is going to enjoy this train of thought. Hey, Kim, lower your voice.
Yes?
What do you think about their jackets?
Leather jackets adorned with immature writing? The ideology they convey helps the boys justify poor choices in life and fashion. I'm not a fan.
Why are you always so patronizing when cool possibilities cross our path?
What are you implying?
The lieutenant looks confused. Which one would you wear?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective.
Are you more of a piston or a screw the world kind of guy?
Neither.
Come on, Kim, it's just a mental exercise.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think peace is the stronger of the two statements.
Sure, that works. I feel more like a screw the world kind of guy.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
That's a pretty nice way to phrase it, yes.
That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there.
Excellent.
So are we done here? Or You don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
72% chance. It's a red check. I can ask them for the jackets for myself and the lieutenant. Do it!
No, no, no. Don't ask anything. Be subtle and scary. The boys dream about being skulls. Use that.
Wait, how?
Suggest they're massive skulls. Come on.
Boys, with those jackets, you're gonna be the Skull Kings in no time.
What? No. Skulls don't have kings. I think. And we're not even in yet.
He quickly looks around. I kind of wish there was a way to kind of deter them from joining a street gang, but it is what it is for now. Maybe there'll be a way later.
Yeah, man, keep your voice down. Skulls don't take it lightly when folks pretend to be them. We're not even prospects yet.
This is putting them in danger.
Prospect must be a hierarchical term. Probably in the lower end.
Oh, okay, we're gonna freak them out. Raise your voice. Not even prospects and are already aspiring to be kings?
Wow, you boys are ambitious. Only prospects and already planning a coup in the skulls. You're destined to go far.
This could get them dead in a gutter within the hour, okay? We are really messing with them here.
He gets it. Passive-aggressive flattery.
Shut the fuck up. Are you trying to get us killed?
The youth presses through his clenched teeth. There's panic in his eyes.
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
Yes, we want to be cool killer skulls too, like you guys, but we don't have skull jacket.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want? The jackets?
Not much is left of the nihilistic rebel at this point. The young man before you is scared of his mind.
You got it. No need for cruelty.
You offer us your jackets like that? It would be impolite to refuse. Reach out my hand.
Oh, man. Okay. I get it. Skulls don't really wear slogans anyway. This was stupid.
His shoulders slump under the weight of sadness.
Fuck.
I feel kind of bad that I just took their clothes off their backs, but it is what it is. The other one sighs deeply.
The lieutenant watches the boys take their jackets off with mild amusement.
Turn to Kim. Since you said you're more of a piss blank kind of guy, I'll take the other one.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you.
Why not? They're a pair. We could really raise hell. Go undercover. Hard.
This case doesn't require us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jackets will be useful at all. I just wanted them to not have them anymore.
Cold-hearted cop.
Still, it's good to know we have a pair, in case the need arises.
The need will not arise.
Probably true, yes.
The jackets are meant to complete each other. If a man was standing alone on a street corner with piss written on his back, it'd just be an individual that has taken a liking to urine. And fuck the world all on its own is, frankly, generic.
I don't know, Eric. It's cold out.
The dark-haired young man just stands there defeated. The wind blows.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us.
That's what we do. We keep you off the streets. Awesome, okay. Well, that was special. Do you have any new dialogue over here, buddy boy?
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
Ooh, empathy, 83%. What do you see in his eyes?
In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold.
Familiar how?
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon.
And what's in the southwest?
Excuse me?
He emerges from the reverie.
A flinch jolts his frame. The question has touched a nerve.
Hell, I get longing. I felt something similar since I woke up.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
Diora?
Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much. On another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
What's it like to miss someone?
What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
There's a pause and a sigh, and then he turns his eyes to you.
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
I miss someone, but I don't know who it is.
I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
He smiles. You're a nice guy, Tommy Lahome. Pale Driver, I have more dialogue for you. I would like to have a conversation. Any more skill checks here I could do?
This found the smell of... There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat where the toolbox should be.
Interesting. Peel off the cover on the passenger seat.
Voila. A stack of neatly folded papers has been stashed behind the seating fabric. You see 3 maps depicting a large metropolitan area. It's Revachol. Some of its routes and highways have been outlined with a pen.
Bonne prise.
The lieutenant commends you as you shift through the treasure, well worn and folded into neat squares. Fold open the topmost map.
This large map displays the elevated motorway called 881. The intake leading to Martinez is marked with a blue X. There's another X on the off-ramp at a place called the Old South. Toll booths at the intakes are marked with a circle. It looks like there are scant few ways of getting onto the elevated motorway that runs over Jamrock, and this person knows them all. There, hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar on the 881, high above the mass of brown and red roofs that is Jamrock. The commuters don't even look down. The world ceases to exist outside the windshield.
And where does the road lead?
To Couron, through the middle-income neighborhoods there, by the river, and then to Stella Maris and La Delta for work, while the men and women of Jamrock scuttle to their fates below the road.
Okay, and let's fold open the second map.
This municipal map from the 30s displays a complex system of storm sewers underneath a sub-district called the Pox, old military hospital, right adjacent to the 41st precinct. No storm will ever drown Revachol. The great solution to the riddle of history.
Look at the third map.
The final map displays a labyrinth of service tunnels left over from the construction of Motorway 881. A few routes have been marked with a pen, where the tunnels and sewers surface near the eminent domain and a traffic island in central Jamrock by the lake. These service tunnels were probably used during the construction of the foundation beneath the motorway.
Makes sense.
Looks like the smugglers have infiltrated the road network belonging to East Motor Tract.
The smugglers have infiltrated the motor tracks.
So it would seem.
The lieutenant examines the maps with a furrowed brow.
The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads, though apparently not all of them.
And where does the contraband end up?
Hard to say. This distribution network looks certainly large, yet still vague enough. It doesn't reveal much about the Besmerti behind it.
Besmerti? That sounds vaguely familiar.
The Besmerti is a Revacholian crime syndicate. They see themselves as the inheritors of the 14 Revacholian Indo-tribes. But really they're just violent gangs vying for control on the west side of Revachol. With cool names like La Puta Madre and Aura Masta. It's a dark parody.
Who do you think is behind this?
It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. This operation has spread everywhere in Jamrock. If it's that widespread, then Madre remains the most likely suspect. Here's bad news. There have been attempts at a serious investigation before, but they haven't ended well for those involved.
The lieutenant removes his glasses and polishes them with a handkerchief.
Especially bad news for cops who may have something in their past they don't even know is there.
Let's return to the stack of papers under the seat.
Best not to disturb the scene. I'll have forensics go over the lorry and pick this up later.
The lieutenant nods.
The stack of maps looks just like before, barely noticeable. The movie stars look silently by, and the pull-out toolbox has a rubber handle, worn from years of looks like
strange.
Alright.
The ghostly enclose the.
Alright, we got something new out of that, which is cool. Hello, Pale Driver. Want to chat about the Pale? Now that I actually know a little bit more about it.
Hello, man. You caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You can entertain me with your questions.
She greets you. I think I know what's going on with you.
And what is that?
She sticks a filterless cigarette into a cigarette holder and reaches for the light. You're a Pale Driver. You transport goods through the Pale.
Great. He asked the Pines rep about the Pale, and now he's talking to everyone about it.
The lieutenant concedes with a head shake.
Fine then. Just try not to black out again, and don't contemplate. We don't have time for that.
Yeah, no. It's just for detective work. That's all I needed it for now.
That is exactly what I didn't want you to do. Ma'am, my partner wanted to know if you work in Pale Transport.
He sighs and turns to the woman.
No offense. But your partner?
She lights the cigarette. A white and silver cloud of smoke disappears into her mouth.
Seems like a bit of an idiot.
She breathes out. The air tastes sweet. I'm a little insulted by that.
Republica, a filterless cigarette from Misk.
Well, I'm gonna comment on it since I won the perception roll. Republica, smell the air. That's not very healthy. I don't think I'm one to judge, but alright.
Neither is Pale transportation. Life is transitory.
She shrugs. I blacked out after a night of heavy drinking and lost all memory of the world.
Like Gabriel Buenguerro in Pergunte a Poeira. You're the opposite of me, then. I remember everything. Even things I never knew.
She nods and smiles unkindly. Things you never knew.
The smell of liquor on Gabriel's lips after the shoot. In the motor park. The roses on the day of Franco Negro's coronation. On the grand stairs of Ryle. The smoke from the Fowling Piece when Dolores Day was shot. The look on her face, like an orgasm.
Oh.
The wound in her chest. My hand in my father's hand. Except I never had a father. And I never shot her innocent Dolores Day.
She closes her eyes, her eyelids trembling. Over radiation?
Heroic doses, Hervé. Heroic.
Isn't that dangerous?
Thought insertion? Dithering? The Grad Catalan Magistral? It's more than dangerous. It's sad. But at first I had to make a living. Now...
She savors the lungful. So the Pale has some influence over space and time, I guess, because she's getting feelings of, like, scenes that are important to her through history, I guess? Interesting.
When you've seen it all go away like that, rolling off like the sea, and then come back to this...
She gestures at the square, the broken horse monument, the clanging of machines in the distance.
What are we doing here? For thousands of years, Gabriel. It doesn't have to be like this. We can just give up. We can just become a vapor.
And what does it look like, the Pale?
Like looking into the ocean at night. In the dark.
So you can't see shit. Got it. And...
You cannot see it, but you know it's there. And it's big, bigger than anything. Bigger than all the other things combined.
Okay, what does it feel like?
Nothing. Until it starts. When you are deep enough. Then, for me, it's like autumn. Dark, gray, and orange. The orange of street lights and the color of streets and electric light. It smells like autumn too. It smells terrible.
Okay.
Nostalgia. Cooped up in the cabin, shaking. Terrible nostalgia. For yourself. For humans. It's too much to bear. She loves it.
How do you pass through it?
In the belly of an airship, behind the stair windows. So you don't look straight into it. It's not advised to look into it.
So not on this lorry, then?
No, the same one, a roller. They all are nowadays. Special wheels for connecting to the floor of the hold.
She points to the machines, clumped up like toys.
The wheels all small and round, multi-axle trailers.
One last thing. You said we can just become vapor?
Yes.
No elaboration.
I would rather have what I have than what you have. I would rather have what you have than what I have. And I feel I already have what you have in some way. I'm going to say that.
They say there is a point. One that I have not crossed. In the Pale, super deep. If you stray too far, of course, on the U41A. Or in Lomonosov's land. Where every step you take is one step further from home. No matter the direction. It's a point you cannot come back from. Your mind becomes so radiant with the past, there is a flip. Instead of writing, it erases memory, nearing some kind of indescribable finale.
She shakes her head.
Maybe you've been down the motorway south?
She looks at her cigarette. It's almost out. She has swallowed it hungrily. Then at you. The motorway south?
It's a story as lone horsemen tell. Lone horsemen, Sheriff, not Pale drivers. Way beyond the established Pale that's lit by radio frequencies. Where it goes silent and dark, and the process begins, erasure, kilometer by kilometer, in any direction. The motorway south is a road you cannot come back from.
Good to know.
In the center of this town, there's a ghostly motorway, she sang.
It takes all the people where they want to stay.
They say I've been away on a kind of holiday.
She replies silently. And what is it at the end of the motorway south?
No one knows what's at the end. I've only glimpsed the beginning.
She takes a cigarette out of the cigarette holder and extinguishes it.
I've only felt it in the distance,
Ooh.
when I was a child. A child growing on the leg.
She goes silent. Her eyes close and her hands shake. Ma'am?
Josiane.
A sigh escapes her lips, then silence as she stares within herself.
There is nothing more to do now. She's far away. She is receding in the clutches of some indescribable scattered emotion. The child descending.
You've fried both your brains enough for today, detective.
He inspects her. No response.
Let's get some air. This one's far gone.
He shakes his head silently as he turns to leave. Alright, well that was invigorating. I think I'm gonna go and sell my tear real quick at Frit. Maybe see if the racist guy has anything else to say. I should probably ask him about the tattoo stuff. But I kind of want to deal with the church first. I don't want to deal with this stuff until later. Anything new from you?
Looking for something odd?
Nope. Time to sell some tear. Oh, hello. The yellow roses in the window. Those aren't the flowers that were left for Clage? I don't remember how to say her name.
The tear machine stands in your bottles.
Into my bottles.
Into the machine, and the money appears.
70 cents. So much richer.
Is this about the questions again?
Yep.
Because I don't really know anything. A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really
this is
care.
important.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescent skepticism.
Fine. For it doesn't.
Okay, bye. Nothing of note from you then. Alright, let's go. Let's see if there's anything new we can do with the officers who are in the Whirling. The ones who I didn't quite figure out what they had in store for me. Oh, more people. Also, what happened to his, to her husband? What happened to Morel? I thought I sent him back here. Well, let's chat first then. There's a lot of people to talk to in here now. I think that's a smoker, so I need to talk to him as well. Alright, let's start with Lena.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
She sounds glad to see you. I ran into your husband on the coast.
Goodness. How is he? Did he say why he hasn't returned yet?
The old woman clasped her hands together over her blanket.
He's fine, ma'am. As we had suspected, he couldn't get back earlier because the water lock on the canal was broken. Now he's just finishing up some work.
Oh, yes. That's my Morel. He's bound to catch a cold staying out there for so long. But I am so relieved to hear that he's okay. Thank you for putting an old woman's heart at ease, if even a little.
You're welcome.
You haven't, however. There are dangers out there. Our aging body's foul. Her heart won't rest until Morel is safely back with her.
So the game is telling me, hey, you should go and check all the traps. Okay, I will. You never told me you'd seen the phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
No, I really want to know about this.
Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
I honestly thought he was going to sigh and then, like, turn away or something. I'm surprised he's pulling out his notebook for this.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden...
Wait, where was this and how old were you?
I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5 and a half in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there.
She'd just started forming memories. Real memories. Not the billowy haze of infanthood.
And what happened?
The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it.
She had no fear, just surprise.
I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
Did you follow it?
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Where did you go? Don't go.
Then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen.
Okay.
For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing.
She brushes her hair
course,
back.
Most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
And he listened to the story and understood. Got it.
We were on our first date when I told him my story. You should have seen his face. He said my descriptions matched the phasmid down to a T. Its white marble limbs, the way it moved.
So that's how they met. This is beyond significant for them.
I'm thinking I believe her story. Because they're saying these are real memories. She's not the type to make things up on the fly, based on everything I know about her. So, this is actually quite interesting. Alright, Kim, what do you make of this?
I thought it was a wonderful story, man.
He closes his notes and gives her a simple smile.
But I don't believe it. A child left unattended on a warm day. Children make up stories and then end up believing them.
True, but this is a video game. And in the video game world, this is likely to be a real thing. Alright, you were on a date?
Our first. Yes.
The old woman sighs tenderly. Its limbs are white?
Not all of them, as far as I remember. Some of them. On the inside, like stalks of marble, if that makes sense.
And how big was it?
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself.
True.
To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
Maybe you imagined it, Lena? Ooh, that's insulting. I'm gonna say it anyway.
Of course. I've thought about it. But Morel says my report matches with the others. And I'm sure I hadn't heard of the phasmid as a child. Nor had my mother or my grandmother.
Okay, fair enough.
So how did I know what to imagine? It was only when I started telling my story as a teenager that boys would tell me, Lena,
She lowers her voice, imitating a boy.
you trying to tell us you saw the Insulindian phasmid out there in those reeds? Get out of here. They just give me a cider and ruffle my hair and tell me to stop dreaming. But I saw it.
Okay. Thank you for sharing this with me. Conclude.
You're welcome, sweetie.
Ooh, nice.
I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own. Into the mud. Anywhere.
Yeah, before the accident. Alright, that's all for now, ma'am. Cool. Gart, anything new?
Hey, was there something you needed?
Well, well. Bringing him that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
That's good. No, nothing, actually. Okay, so, a couple of things. I do still have the tree, I guess, outside that I wanted to deal with. I've also got the tapes I need to listen to with Kim nearby. What do these give me? Leather jacket, piss blank, +1 drama, no nothing given, -1 authority. Wait, I'm a detective? A leather jacket that quite recently belonged to a young man who possessed some intimate knowledge on the human condition. It has his nom de guerre written on his back. It's quite a statement. Ah, leather jacket for Half-Light. Darkening world, -1 rhetoric, inelegant statement. A leather jacket that quite recently belonged to a hoodlum who understood love for what it really is. It has a hoodlum's nom de guerre written on his back. It's quite a statement. Alrighty, bud. Interesting. I'll have to keep those in mind when I need a boost. Do you have anything else I can do a check for?
I can't believe this shit.
Esprit de corps. Okay, see you around. I also got a new thought as well. Which one did I get? Motorway South. At the edge of the map, the landmass begins to disintegrate into pure trigonometry. The ocean melts, becoming a tangle of sines and cosines, and the mountain range turns into a sharp angled azimuth. Its green rain shadow dithers, like music turning into a waveform, and then vanishes. This is the end. A half-remembered textbook from your childhood. The porch collapsing on the edge of the Isola. A transition from reality to pale. A single vector shoots out like a rocket. It's the motorway south, splintering off from the known pale. To where? Where does it go? Kinda wish I knew what exactly this gives you. -1 visual calculus, though. That's pretty rough. I like my visual calculus. I'm also sitting on -1 authority for the White Morning. I'm really hoping this will end soon. Okay. I'm gonna stay on the thoughts for now. Oh, wait. I need to figure out Esprit de Corps. Where is it? Bonus from item, bonus from thoughts. I could get this just to figure out what the hell's going on with the other guy. I probably should, honestly. I kind of want to boost authority, too. Because it's my lowest... This and volition are my lowest for psyche. I'm sitting on 3 points. I think I'll boost 1 authority and 1 esprit de corps. I wouldn't mind more reaction speed, hand-eye coordination, or interfacing either. But I'm gonna hold on to the 1 stat just to see if I need to boost something for it. Alright, let's go.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
83%.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Tell me the truth. Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
From where? From another life?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the...
He pauses.
To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
41st.
Okay. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere.
The man sounds genuinely excited. He gives you a long, meaningful look and adds,
somewhere good.
Let's talk more about that hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned.
Okay.
Oh. I was expecting this to be voiced. Oh, the hypothetical 4-1. Yeah, let's fantasize about that. He blinks aggressively. I'm not busy, you're not busy, so let's just play around. So what would our relationship be in this alternate universe?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
Kim's cooler than you. Like partners in crime, or... Kim's cooler than you, I'm saying it.
I'm sure he's fucking flattered. But Kim is not part of this thought experiment. In this one, we're partners.
Okay.
The lieutenant is silent.
Like partners in crime, or...
No, because in this thought experiment, we're all police officers in a police station. We don't do crimes. We're not crime bros.
He exclaims excitedly.
Come on, stop it.
Do you have a crime to solve?
Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
She says, shaking her head and looking at the man with sunglasses disapprovingly. And who else is in our imaginary police station?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers.
The man pauses for dramatic effect.
Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock.
Fair.
Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lung.
Who is the far-out son of Lung?
Oh, it's you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
He winks at you sarcastically. Want to tell me more about him, or her?
Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
The lieutenant says this quietly.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by this sunglassed man.
Thanks, Kim.
Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
I can't imagine it anymore.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
His gray eyes suddenly flash from above the glass frames. They feel sad.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness.
Okay then, see you around. Oh.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
I know, super weird.
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
Honestly, I was thinking the same thing. I should just ask him if we're from the same station.
Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
I feel like it's probably true. Alright.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Look, I just have to ask. Are we from the same police station?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Yeah, probably not. I don't remember you from anywhere.
God fucking shit.
He pinches the root of his nose.
None of this is great news for him. Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
Let me ask him again.
I'm going to say
okay.
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay. I was clearly...
Alright, fine. Never mind. What about you?
What is it?
Are you with him? Point to the man with the sunglasses.
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
She seems startled by her own tone. Okay, saying this is probably gonna fluster her. I'm gonna just say it for the hell of it. You look cute together.
You look like you don't bathe, on principle.
The man with sunglasses interjects.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
She looks at you, then him, then you again. Look, something really is bugging me. Are we or are we not from the same police station?
God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
A man with sunglasses snaps at you.
Can I actually help you with something?
She looks at you apologetically.
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad mates? That's not possible.
Okay, alright, goodbye then. I can ask him about his buddy. I can tell them I found the bullet. And then call them out on their lie. But I still want to do the church stuff. Ah, there's so much to do. There's still so much to do. And apparently I haven't gotten a cell. I have to help them set up the nightclub first. Okay. Clazy. She wasn't ready. I have to talk to her. I still need to run the number of the victim's armor. Speaking of the armor, I have it in my inventory and apparently I can wear it. Which is cool, but the empathy though. I'm gonna put it on. For now. -1 physical instrument, but having the body armor makes me feel protected. And I kinda like that. Alright, let's chat.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
There he is again, the smoker on the balcony, right here in the Whirling-in-Rags. Hello, adjust my tie. Hi, you're here. Why do I need to adjust my tie? Why not? I'll do it.
Hello, hello. So what brings you here?
Composure. Ooh, 42%. What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
He smiles. This is where I'm going to go down in history. I'm going to sing karaoke.
Really? Well, I look forward to that.
He straightens up, curious, and raises a glass to you. Let me ask him that again.
Atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I don't really live here anymore, but I live here. My room is right upstairs.
Convenient. But what are you doing here? Talking to me.
Fair enough.
The atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I'm here to kick some ass and solve the case I'm working on.
Well, here's to you.
He raises a glass before taking a sip of his drink, froth grazing his mouth. Tell me again about this muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
He shrugs nonchalantly. Okay, so it sounds like it's probably one of the dead guy's squad mates, right? Like one of the guys with potential other body armor. Okay. Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
His earpiece?
Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear.
Yes, what was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
And what did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
And he believed you?
Why shouldn't he?
Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
He takes another drag from his cigarette before knitting his brows. Your Sunday friend, the witness.
No, I don't think it came up.
Okay, besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries.
Yep, that's just confirming for me that, yeah, so this guy who was asking around was part of the mercenary group, who was here with the guy who was murdered. Got it. He turns his eyes upward in recollection.
He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Sounds about right. Thanks for the information.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
Yeah, I need to talk to you about your son. No, I met your Sunday friend. Obviously, he knows that.
You did? And how did you like him?
A small smile adorns his face. You're right, he's magical. Magically bureaucratic.
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
That's fair. And who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return.
He smiles and his smile seems melancholic. Return where?
To his opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village.
He breathes in and keeps his lungs filled for a moment before letting it out. Wait, you're just allowed to smoke inside the establishment? I didn't think about that till just now, but sure, why not? This is a different time, right?
Or is it just money? I don't know.
So, what exactly are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
What does it mean, a Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Is that even a friend?
It is. On Sundays.
And why was he staying at your place in the middle of the night?
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
He waves gently with a cigarette holding hand. I don't want to talk about other people, I want to talk about you.
What about me, gendarme?
I need to talk to you... Sorry, I need to talk with your Sunday friend again. It's about committee business.
Oh, a committee. How interesting.
He smiles.
And if I may ask, gendarme, what is this committee about?
He takes a measured drag of a cigarette.
He's all bemused skepticism. He doesn't actually care what you want with his friend.
It's about assigning la responsabilité.
God, of course it is. My friend is always trying to convince me I need a little more responsibility, as though I don't have enough going on already. In any case, I would love to help. But the thing is, I don't know where he is. We don't talk about everything, you see.
He gently taps the end of his cigarette with his forefinger.
He might have mentioned something about making a tour of some historical sites up the coast. In an unofficial capacity, of course.
Okay, do you know when he'll be back?
Not a clue. I'm not his agenda keeper, you see.
Fair enough. I guess I'll have to look for him along the coast.
I guess you will.
He tips his head ever so slightly towards you. Okay, before I do this composure check,
Bye-bye,
let me...
Gendarme.
Bye. Let me put on some clothes that might actually give me composure. Oh, I already have +2 composure. Yikes, okay. That has composure. This is composure. Anything give me more composure or not? Perception. No, I'm not feeling it. Drama. Ooh, drama. Over Inland Empire. Little concerning. That's pretty good. Conceptualization, nope. Okay, well, there's nothing else that gives me more composure, so I can try the check, and then I'll probably fail, and then after that, I'm just gonna have to roll with it, I guess. Just to go for it anyway. Go for it.
It's the sports.
Yeah.
He's a sports guy. All about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Bye-bye. Alright, that was all, I guess. You have anything new for me?
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
Crosses her arms. Alright, I'm gonna come back to all this later. While I'm here, I should mail the letters for Everart.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
I knew we'd get to use this mailbox or something.
Yes, for sending mail.
Never mind, I've already done this. I kind of forgot I already did this. I don't have any new information for you yet. Oh, what's this? It takes your willpower to even read the author's name. Jean Kaus from Egonia. Let's talk about your husband again.
Right. What about him?
Nope,
She
never
gives
mind.
you a short nod before.
Alright, bye. Quickly check in here again. Anything new?
Hello again, esteemed officer.
Nope. What about you?
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
No, just saying hi. Alright, I'm out. Okay, let's go say hi to Cindy the Skull for those people. The sea breeze carries more than salt. Meat, not rotten, not fresh, grilled. Hello, Cindy.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Piss Blank and Screw the World sent their best.
I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
The bemusement in her voice doesn't fully mask genuine tenderness.
They seem to hold you in high esteem.
They'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place.
Skulls are silly. What are you even trying to achieve? Saying that straight to her is probably not good, but I'm gonna say it because I'm a cop and I shouldn't ask to be a skull.
She throws you a conspiratorial glance, then presses her finger to her lips and squints up at the sky, as though straining to hear something in the distance.
Have you noticed the quiet? Every so often, you might hear a gunshot pierce the air somewhere in Jamrock. But in Martinez, no gunshots, no sirens. The people are languishing in boredom and complacency.
I would prefer silence over hearing random gunshots in the neighborhood. Yeah, so that's my jam right there.
This place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the raucous. You bring the sirens.
No, I don't think we'll be working together on that. See you later, Cindy. Alright, in that case, let's see. Let's go do the tree, and then we can listen in on the tapes. And then we'll head back out towards the church area, I think. That's my current plan. Oh, what's this? The musty smell of a potato cellar in spring emanates from the air vent. Cool. Anything new from you guys?
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabiner do for you?
Nothing.
It is such a pleasure to...
Bye. Alright, nothing from them. That's fine. Actually, I'll listen to the radio first.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Did you find out more about the owner of the armored boots?
Sorry, sir. I still haven't heard back from the database people. Try calling again later. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No.
In the cabin, you...
Wait, what? I thought she was waiting to hear back. Call Alice back in a day for info about the armor's owner. So she still says no. That's strange. So she still hasn't heard back about it. Alright. Unless I clicked the wrong option or something, but whatever. Sealang is just chilling here. Let's deal with the tree first.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane. A wintry breeze blows by, making the magnetic...
Let's put on some interfacing gloves. Yep. Gonna put that away down here. Or not. Anything else have interfacing? I'm not sure, but I'm gonna do it.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on
Go!
Rue de Saint-Gilles like an immaculate labyrinth. The magnetic tape twists and turns around the branches.
I just got the critical failure again.
You just can't get
what?
it loose. All you've done is make your fingers bleed from the thorns.
Wonderful. Alright. Boosting interfacing. Probably unwise.
The
Try again.
Hawthorn tree on Rue
72%.
Lane with slow and deliberate motions, pulling, bending, and unraveling. You manage to extricate the magnetic tape from the branches.
Good.
It curls up into a
Wait,
mess
what?
inside your pocket. If only you could find a way to re-spool it, so that you could hear what's on the tape.
A bundle of magnetic tape.
Maybe Roy from the pawn shop can help you with this.
Sure, why
What's
not?
the tape for?
The lieutenant looks at the mess in your hands. Only after you've successfully cleaned up the branches does curiosity get him. Apparently it's for Egghead. I promised to make his Van Eyck jam hit a bit harder, and maybe this tape can help. I had no idea this was related to that at all, actually. Okay, sure. Happy little accident.
How? It's broken and unspooled. Do you think your new buddy knows how to fix it?
I think at least one of the ravers would know how to fix a broken tape if they want to set up a nightclub.
You could also get it fixed at the pawn shop across the street. We shouldn't waste our time.
He looks at his wristwatch a little impatiently.
Good idea. He might have the tools. The tape projector in the pawn shop uses similar tape.
Alright, let's go. Let's put on my half-light gloves again, though. Actually, no, why not? I'm just gonna keep interfacing the interfacing gloves on. That's more useful for me right now than the half-light. In my opinion. Okay, let's go. Sealang, what else do you have for me?
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Nope. Anything here?
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
Okay, so I kinda want these shoes, but it's $50. I also, based on seeing that, remembered that I still need to buy the pants off of Kuno for 15 or so. I am going to do that. And then I will go and talk to Roy in the pawn shop before heading back to the church. I'm getting dragged, like, everywhere as far as the side quests go. Like, there's always these little things that I'm like, oh, I could do this. Oh, I can do this. Oh, wait, I can do this. And I keep forgetting. I'm going the wrong way for Kuno. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it is the mark of a good game for me to constantly be like, I have things I can do, and then I can go in whatever direction I want, with consequences and references to my choices and the order in which I do things. That's always appreciated. Hey Kuno, I'm back to buy your pants, apparently. I hope they're good.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I'm buying your pants.
Here, pig. We're fun now. Performance buddies.
Kuno unzips his jacket again and pulls the pants out of the plastic wrapping.
Kuno can already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Pig's in Kuno's debt now. Money debt.
He looks at you with pride.
Money debt doesn't mean anything. He's just saying words. You're not in his debt.
Okay, so now that I bought his pants, is he gonna like me a bit more or not? I want to discuss the body.
The fuck about it?
Never mind.
Get lost.
More questions about the crime scene.
Yeah. The kingdom of Kuno. Yeah, whatever. Nope. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Alright, bye.
Kuno doesn't.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have bought them, but it is what it is. Savoir-faire and physical instrument, but I lose composure for it. I don't need the composure for now, but I'm going to keep it in my back pocket in case I do need it for later. Anything here that is good to go? That does anything good for me? I don't like that all the sunglasses basically give you like a minus stat. I prefer when the outfits only have benefits. Let's put it that way. Because all of this is kind of like, okay, well, what's the trade-off, right? And I don't know exactly how often I'm going to need, or when I'm going to need all the sub-skills, more or less. Alright, let's listen to some of the tapes, but let's do that indoors, I think. It's a bit too noisy out here with the rain. Alrighty, so... Bundle of magnetic tape. This bronze-colored tape was found in the branches of a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Ghislain. It gleams whenever a ray of sun hits the surface. I'll worry about that later. Let's listen to the smallest church in Saint-Saëns.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Press play on the tape.
You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing.
Let's keep the porter reel at a harmless distance and wait.
Then the organ starts playing a simple, melancholic tune, echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. Within seconds you know,
oops,
this is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. The one you trust your room to that Classia told you about. Perform it.
Classia. And it's mega sad is what I skipped by accident there.
A click. Then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning.
Could I sing this for karaoke? I think I could sing this.
Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like 1,000,000 times. Yup. They're all here. All 3 verses.
Only 3 verses?
And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands on your way.
What?
Gart. You have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the Whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself. Let the pain out. Make everyone understand.
All right.
The lieutenant watches you pack up the boombox. He doesn't say anything.
All right, let me go and quickly convince Gart to let me sing. Gart, please, you have to hear my dulcet tones.
Hey, was there something you needed?
Gart, I need to sing karaoke now.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man.
Why do you even have a PA system if no one's going to use it?
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
He begins confidently, but then stumbles on his own words. What happened in 44?
A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke.
How the hell did that happen? It's okay. When was the last time you had a band play in here then?
It's not for bands, it's for clients. Some clients, okay? Not you.
I'm a real client. I've paid my bills and I have the rights to use a karaoke machine.
Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
He comes up with a counter-argument. It's alright, I have my own song with me. Give him the tape for the smallest church in St. Sans.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard. This is the look of a man who's defeated. He knows he's out of excuses.
You have no choice but to let me sing, Gart.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
He shakes the tape at you.
I'm having it uninstalled.
He mumbles to himself. Oh. Whoops.
Oh yeah. Time to do the damage.
Alrighty. We're doing it.
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet.
We're doing it. Karaoke time, baby.
You feel a little dizzy. A little unsteady suddenly.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Look, Kim, I'm going to sing karaoke.
I can see that.
The lieutenant steps away from the stage, ready for your performance. Let's look around the room first.
It's still early here. Faint daylight is seeping into the dining hall. All the tables have been wiped pristine clean for the customers to come.
Oh, it's still early. I should wait until this place is packed. I should wait until evening. Okay.
Someone's making coffee in the kitchen, but aside from that, no one's really around yet. It would be a much better idea to perform in the evening, no?
Agreed.
Yes, you can always do it in the evening. It will be less scary with a lot of people.
That's debatable. But yes, and I've got an outfit that gives me plus drama, and also more eyeglasses that give me drama as well, so this can be boosted for sure. Put your lips against the microphone. Test it.
Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur. How are you supposed to hold the mic? Should you just sing into it? Where should you stand?
Fair.
Hands. Where do you put your hands?
Oh no! I just lowered my... that's unfortunate. The hand conundrum, and too close to the mic. Well, that was unfortunate. I'll be back later tonight, it's fine. In that case, let's listen to their requested tape, which is the Door Gunner Megamix.
The porter reel is just what you needed.
Play the tape.
Push, command set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachon. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
Another loud screech, some kind of machinery.
The harbor. That's the son of a Valson crane.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook.
He's right.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally.
Well, that sounds messed up.
I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style.
That's not good. That's actually really bad. Not happy to hear about that.
Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
A click, then silence. The rest of the tape is empty.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
What was that at the very end? The silence.
End of recording.
And what do you think about this?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
I agree. He also sounded inebriated.
Still.
The lieutenant looks at the tape. You're familiar with this look now. It's his look of suspicion.
There's more going on here than we know.
Agreed. Who's this Cordy?
Cordy could be short for Cortenard, one of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. Probably the mountain at the harbor gates. Mr. Right to Work.
And what's Kohoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
Great. You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service.
That we would.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
Okay, what now then?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
He looks around. I agree. I'm gonna quick save. I know I said I was gonna do the church thing, but now I'm like, well, Class G is just right upstairs, and Titus Hardy is right here. I may as well confront them about all this.
It's you again. What is it?
Walk faster, please, so I can actually question you. Thank you. I just found a bullet in the hangman's head.
A bullet, you say? That's mighty curious.
He pats the back of his head.
Indeed. Mighty. How did it get there?
The lieutenant is fixed on Titus.
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads.
He gives you an indulgent look.
I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
Uh-huh.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
He taps on his right temple. Is that a threat?
Sire, it would be an event most dramatic if you were to produce the bullet and dangle it before their very eyes.
Fair. I'm gonna ask you again. Why was this, show them the bullet, in the victim's head?
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
The little man leans in to inspect the leaden blossom.
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
Did you guys shoot him?
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
He throws his head back.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
The little guy looks you in the eye.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
He raises his finger.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
Alain pinches the root of his nose.
All the goofing around is to avoid lying. It's a technique. They're only pretending to enjoy this. Beneath the act, they don't like you knowing this.
Don't worry, we'll figure this out sooner or later.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
He crosses his hairy arms, having forgotten his beer for a moment.
It's not like he blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there, somewhere.
I found someone who saw the hanging. A witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
The tall man crosses his arms on his chest.
That's just tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already roll on the others, and he's in witness protection.
My witness is not a local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
Titus scratches the back of his head and asks this.
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised. This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
Well, yeah, obviously. I'm not going to endanger the witness. Are you kidding me? Who he is irrelevant.
It's like you said, Al. Copper's coming up with this on the spot. There is no witness.
He turns to the man on his left.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
He turns to you. The witness said that the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy boys are dead silent.
Okay, but you telling me that is not reinforcing your case any.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
He says provokingly.
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
I'd imagined you guys drinking and singing lynching songs. What's with the funeral silence?
We were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck.
He looks around.
Right, I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
He nods sarcastically.
Bullseye. Glenn looks around uncomfortably. The lieutenant hit a nerve.
The witness said he saw 2 people of Areopagite descent and 1 mess.
Areopagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
He starts laughing.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
The witness said it looked like a surreal play.
That means absolutely nothing to me.
That's fair.
Sounds like some made-up horse shit.
He says this while taking a sip from his can.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
The little guy addresses everyone and no one.
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
He doesn't wait for an answer.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
He writes it in his notebook.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside a bit.
Actually, nothing.
Great witness.
He must be really parched because he takes a giant gulp of beer.
Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little. Everyone is afraid of witnesses. Witness is a scary word. So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info.
I'm gonna scan the room again.
Starting from the sitting on his across, and
oh wait,
then
I've already done this.
In the far corner, standard size, in the awful smell.
Oh, what?
His feet stink from all the way over there, despite having boots on.
I can smell his feet from here.
In conclusion, these 7 exactly.
The fuck is with you, fella?
So I've listened to the tape and I'm going to confront Klasju with it.
Smart boy. You go do that.
Bye. Can I do this check while I'm here?
Behind the dockworkers, a
Ooh.
ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Okay, so it's now no longer, quote-unquote, not the time yet. 83%, I've seen the mysterious door, and I've been here for a long time. Look out the window.
There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze key.
Okay.
Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
From one of the Hardy Boys? Like, did they put it out there? Or what? It's not like they're gonna help me get it, right? Someone's hid a key in the bush. Point at the window.
Huh?
Oh. The big guy looks behind him. I need your guys to hand the key to me. I don't trust them to do that. Can you let me slide by so I can grab the thing?
I don't know about that. I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
The tattooed man yawns and settles more comfortably on the bench.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The Hawthorns got a bitch of a bite.
Yeah, I kind of figured if it didn't belong to them, they wouldn't exactly be happy to just help me out either, right?
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the
old
man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table to you.
Oh, well, thank you, Theo. Take the key.
The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Okay, thank you, buddy.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in?
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Thank you, nod to the old man.
Don't thank me. I don't give 2 shits about your key.
The old man takes out his pack of chewing tobacco. Now, does anyone know why this key was hanging right outside the Union box window?
Didn't even know it was there. Boys.
The man looks at the key in your hand, then around the room.
No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
I kind of believe them on that. Also, I think my secondary skills or whatever, like my personality traits, would call them out on it if we thought it was bullshit. Okay, look at the key in my hand. I wonder what doors it opens.
It could open the door in the kitchen.
Oh.
The blue door. It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there?
Okay, yeah, let's try it on the door. I'm down for that. He looks at the key in your hand. Yeah, okay.
It's worth a try.
Yeah. Let's go take a look then. Again, I was just saying how I'm frequently being like tugged from side to side with all the side quest stuff, and I keep finding more things I can do. Alright, let's try it out.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
Try the workshop spare key on the door.
The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years, but then the lock clicks.
Ooh.
Dust
Okay.
rises before you like mist. A tomb? Haunted by regal spirits from distant ages? No. Smells like engine grease and cut wood. A workshop.
Okay. Let's take a look, see what's through here. Is it an actual area, or it is? I should probably equip my flashlight for this. Alright. This pinball says Franconigerian. The theme is horses and swords. You mean pinball machine, right? Not just a pinball. But sure, why not? Oh, and stairs down? Oh, sorry, no, it's not. This pinball is white Diora. The back glass shows a female figure in mourning. Note! NB! The spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner room window. I wonder if this leads back out to the rest of the Doom commercial area. I'll take the $5, thank you.
Over there, in the corner.
The pinball machine?
Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it.
I'm going to be a nerd and be excited about it for Kim. Kim, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Point to the machine.
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic.
The lieutenant glances at the machine. Wait, you've played it?
A little.
Feels like a lot.
Huh.
Too much to play it again.
Let's take a closer look. Pull out the machine.
Ah, great.
The lieutenant sighs.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated. Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready.
Let's lean closer to read the text first.
Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Muindi. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people.
Let's inspect the playing field.
The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble.
Okay.
The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represents Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit.
What's with all the goats?
Indeed. Think of them as balls.
Fair. Alright, well, we're inserting the coin.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease. Go, go, Fingerboy.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
Wait, what kind of guy was he then?
The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A masked nationalist.
Of course. He's a racist mountaineer?
An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent.
That is not cool.
He also hit his wife.
Oh, that's not
kids.
That's worse.
Other
Far
people's
worse.
Kids too. Sometimes pets. Hateful little man.
It went from bad to worse.
But
Okay.
you seem to be having fun.
He nods at the machine. I'm pretty good at this. Continue playing.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board, and although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go.
Concentrate and aim for the narrow passage.
Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through. Tiny hammer shatters something inside the machine. Something glass.
Okay.
An ampoule?
Is this good or bad?
The words "pale rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog. Something's happening.
Oh yeah, stuff's happening.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid nihilistic finale.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness. This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where they hit next.
Okay.
You're down to your last
Oh no!
Going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point. But that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death.
8%? Oh, it's a red check. I can't redo this. I wish. Kim, it can be done. Just watch.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake and then it's all over.
Well, I'm not gonna win this. Literally impossible, and I can't back out in order to, you know, put on better reaction speed stuff.
Ow, you can't even see it. The last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee.
Unfortunate.
There goes nothing, finger boy.
Okay. White Murning thought complete. I wonder what bonuses will be from this. And the little guy gets smaller and smaller as you rise above the dollhouse world. You see him out in the snow, on the streets, in the shop on the corner, and finally in a matchbox house. Sitting by the window, white flowers on the windowsill. You can smell them from up here. It's awful. A white murning. A modern death. Divorce, or something similar. All you can do is put more distance between you and him. Make him smaller. Make him less you. Plus 20% zoom out distance, and all Motorex learning caps raised by 1. Okay. Zooming out more doesn't really help me, but alright. So that happened, but it's not great. Wonderful. I hate that I got -1 because I'm apparently bad at ball games. Just in general.
The machine is dead and silent. It needs serious maintenance before anyone can play again.
That's unfortunate. I wanted to win. Oh well. Maybe on another playthrough one day. Oh.
All these mesmerizing machines. Just waiting to be plugged back in and played.
Run your finger across the dust of the white Diora machine.
Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
What's white Diora?
Some kind of inane pinball theme. Probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst.
The lieutenant grimaces, looking at the machines.
How about we fire out one of these bad boys up and play some ball?
You can't fire them up. They are broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist Pinball.
He looks away.
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now.
I kinda want to roll with this. It's 72%. It sounds like you don't enjoy pinball, Kim.
No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on.
He doesn't.
Okay. What about the other one? The Franco-Nigerian ball. Want to play that?
No.
Okay. 72%. Think. Kim Kitsuragi. Kim Kitsuragi.
Kim, pinball, Kitsuragi.
AKA... Okay. AKA Kimball?
Exactly. That's what he's known as. His reputation precedes him.
Oh my goodness, that sounds horrible. You're Kim Pinball Kitsuragi. Wait, you're saying I've heard his nickname before? Like, as an officer, he's that famous for pinball?
So now he remembers.
Oh boy. He looks at you in the silence of the workshop, then takes his glasses off and cleans them.
Fine, I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball. You remembered. Congratulations.
He puts them back on. Wait, but I still don't remember anything else.
Wonderful. He only remembers hearing about the pinball policeman.
That's hilarious. Okay, so I just tore that memory out of the void, basically, and just being like, hey, you're that guy who really likes pinball. You don't really seem to like pinball, though.
No human being should. It is a game that requires no skill and a childlike affinity to flashing lights, and to fantastique, science-fiction, and historic romance franchise.
Franchise. There's nothing wrong with that, though.
It is lame.
Then why are you called Pinball?
I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt me a long time ago, before I became a homicide detective and got my lieutenancy.
But how did you...
Fine. I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. Once I had to infiltrate a pinball ring, as you do when you're a juvie cop.
Okay.
It was not okay. I needed to become a pinball champion. I trained for 9 months. The job was successful and I was moved out of the juvenile wing to homicide.
He shudders.
End of story.
You were a juvie cop for 15 years?
That time is over now. I was already a 38-year-old man. It was unbecoming, as was playing pinball.
He looks at the pinball machine and breathes in.
So that's why he doesn't want to talk to Kuno. Trauma and stressor disorder from being a juvie cop.
Oh. Wait, so that's why you didn't want to talk to Kuno.
It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents.
He nods. I'm not gonna call him those things because he feels like they're taunting him. Don't worry, I'll keep calling you Kim.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is good too. Now, we really need to continue our sweep of what appears to be a secret path through the whirling.
That's fair. Let's move on.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
Let's look inside.
Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in.
Well, that's convenient. Come on, Kim.
The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
It says the last maintenance was in 88.
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
The lieutenant peeks in. 88. This elevator was maintained a long time ago.
At the end of the last century. Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital. Maximum 5.
Thanks for the words of reassurance, Kim.
It appears his whole enthusiasm is sarcastic.
Well, I wonder what this elevator was used for. I mean, it's probably a service elevator, right?
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery.
Yeah.
For that, it's pretty quaint.
He taps the on... What? Sorry. He taps on the guttering light bulb. It's golden in the dark. Look at the elevator controls.
There are large rectangular buttons. Monter, descend, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken.
Of course it
A
is.
small steel plaque reads Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long, long time ago.
Alright, close the doors and go up. Fascinating. We're in the... Oh, we're behind Klasji's place. So that's where the doors lead. The doors from the outside that come in here. I couldn't force the doors open there. Okay, so that conveniently leaves us right outside Klasji's place, and I need to interview her anyway. So I think this is a good spot to end. I hope that you enjoyed what you saw here today, and that you're doing well wherever you are. This has been Karst with Disco Elysium, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.